All right, what is up, guys? It is Uncle Bob, and welcome to the channel. Welcome back. How's it going, guys? We are here in the Dadmobile, as always, for more One Piece watch-along. Watch party vibes. That's what we're here for. Let me roll up these windows for no reason. But yeah, we are here for episode 384. And as always, because it does say watch-along, there will be no audio or video anywhere on the screen or in your ears. Won't be happening. Not playing copyright games with demonic corporations. Just not fun. Not fun. So whatever other device you got, bring it up. Watch it with me. That's what this is all about. This is all about watching it together as buddies, as pals, as friends, as homies. So pull it up. But last time we had it wasn't even a filler arc. It was just 2 episodes at a spa island. I thought it was going to be a little more anime tropey beach episode, but it was not so much that. But we did get to see, literally and in anime-wise, we got to see a gigantic feat of Luffy doing a Gear 3rd battle axe and using his foot to basically tear through an entire island. I mean, it was more like a building, but it was this giant resort, and he pretty much split it V to A. And yeah, that was a gigantic feat. And even though it's filler, I'm definitely ready to see what else they can do with Gear 3rd. I don't know. I guess because I'd always seen the pose, I had always seen Gear 2, and just from an anime like shonen level, I always liked that more because it just seemed, just generic power-uppy, but in a cool way. But I'm not gonna lie, I knew about Gear 3rd before watching the show. I've made it no secret that there's a lot of details of the show I've known about for years, because One Piece fans and my friends would not shut up about it for nearly 20 years that it took me to actually start watching it. But I knew about Gear 3rd, and for some reason, I just didn't expect it to be as fun as it was, or as interesting as it is. And Gear 2nd, even though it's got the iconic pose, I just like 3rd better. So, yeah, I was not expecting that, but I enjoy Gear 3rd. So watching him tear through an island like that was pretty cool. But now we are here for 384, and I don't know if we're hitting another filler arc, a filler episode. I'm not sure if we're back to canon. Who knows? But regardless, it is an episode, and we're going to watch it. There's only 3 episodes that I've declared that I'm not watching, and those are the 3 different crossover episodes. I think it's 3. It's 2 or 3. But aside from those, everything else gets watched. So let us get it started. All right, let's wait for the Toei Animation and Funimation logos to pop up, and then we'll start it in earnest. I have a nephew named Ernest. Obviously, everybody calls him Ernie, but it's funny having a kid who is... I paused it like a few frames into the intro, so it's not exactly at the start. So we may be slightly off, friends. We may be not synced up. But 3, 2, 1, start. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. But yeah, my nephew has a name where he's like a 65-year-old man by the time he was 6 years old. It's weird to think how old that kid's getting. Like, it's obviously different when I think about my kids, how old they're getting. But then when I remember, like, I see them every day, so their growth seems more gradual. But, you know, my nephew, I'll see him only like a handful of times a year. It's weird seeing that kid grow up. He's one of those kids, though, that interjects a little too much into adult conversations. He's a good kid. I like him. Very intelligent. But still a victim of his own age. To where you'll be talking about something and he'll like confidently interject something. And all the adults just gotta kind of giggle at him. He's gonna be an incredibly bright young man. Older he gets. We are... Bum, 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 bum. I like how in the intro there it shows Whitebeard's hair mimicking his devil fruit. And you know that's on purpose because when it comes to animation, pretty much nothing is on accident. I mean, somebody's, you know, painstakingly doing it hand by hand, at least in this day and age. You know, these episodes are like 15 years ago. So or more. I have no idea when these episodes were actually airing. Dai Kaizokuchi Dai. For the first couple of years, I kept up as to where the show was in regards to like when all the episodes were actually airing. Huh. That is going to be a fruitless endeavor. You're a musician. That's all you need. Nami's like, fuck Brooke. Can somebody get Luffy to stop snoring? The path to becoming a true comrade? Bro, you're the musician. Play music. That's all you got to do. Son, you're rocking that blue hoodie. It is wild to think over these almost 400 episodes how far we've gotten. No, the enemy is Luffy. Yeah, like you can do stuff like this. No, the extravagant way is you play music. I know one of the first things Luffy said in the entire show was that he wanted a musician. Bro, having to sail these seas with no music? I mean, granted, he had to find the perfect man for the job, and that's fine. But I'm already dead. Dropped a cigarette for a plate. I like the glasses, Nami. Brooke, your help is to play music. No. He's trying too hard. Okay. There was a mosquito. I was making sure that motherfucker was on the outside. He can be outside all he wants. I like how insistent Frankie is on not saying super like it's Japanese and saying supa. He's insistent on saying super. I mean, I believe Oda said that Frankie was supposed to be American. So I know, Zoro would be Japanese, Luffy would be Brazilian. Usopp, South African. I can't remember everyone else. Sanji, I think, is French, which, a chef. Sensible. But I don't remember Nami. You two tinkering fucks. Chopper, I don't think, gets a nationality. What did you put? Mistake. Cause you're trying too hard, my friend. These big ass fucking weights, the way he turns. He is not going to shut up. Oh, Zoro's actually going to carry him to the bathroom. That's hilarious. You should just play music. Yeah, that answer from Robin was actually that was a deeper answer. Like, do you need help with anything? Not in particular. Like, you don't need to help with anything. You are the musician of the ship. That giant Gear 3 bazooka was nasty. Listen, bro, Robin's like, they declared war on the world government to rescue me. Like, you are not invited here for any sort of utility. that walk up. Like, the I Want to Live speech was epic, but for some reason, the walk up made me more emotional. Because at very least, the Robin one, it's just like, it is something that, like, we all know you're full of shit. Let's go. And it was powerful when she finally says it. Not going to pretend it wasn't. But that walk up was the crew, like, showing her, like, nah, we're not here to play around. This question, I hope, confuses Lou. Luffy just wants people to hang out with that seem cool. That is a face and a half. And that's what she meant the whole time. Yeah, you gotta enjoy those peaceful moments, because second you see land, Luffy is going to probably involve you in some sort of grand, extravagant bullshit. And for Brook, it's just good to see him around people again. They're all taking their time to just do what they do. Because, yeah, like Sanji, like, he gets to be a cook. All he does, he'll cook a meal, clean up. Cook the next meal, clean it up. Zoro is the muscle. He'll just sit there and train all day. Luffy and Usopp are basically the same creature. So they're just going to sit there and fucking be in everyone's way. Oh, is he finally playing music? I know we got to play Bink Sake again. Song has occupied a lot of real estate in this show over the last 10 episodes, 15 episodes, how many ever. That's how you help. You just do what you do. The wind is hit. Yep, just tell your fucking bone jokes and play music. That's all he's got to do. I think that's like I was saying, everybody's got their thing that they do, and that's really all you need to do to be of use or be helpful. Just do your thing. Just do your thing. And I know, that does mean that characters like Usopp and Luffy basically do nothing. As far as like the ship goes, especially now that, let's face it. Well, no, I shouldn't say do nothing. Usopp's always tinkering with things. But he also gets to do a little bit of the Luffy thing, which is just kind of almost babysit him and just give him someone to hang out with. I mean, two of them are, I think, the same age as well. So yeah, everybody's just got their thing. Robin, if anything, I can't imagine she has, she'll just spend the entire time reading. That would seem to be a bit much, I'm sure she has like little odd ends that she does around the ship to help out, but everybody's got their thing, and it's not like your usefulness is why you're there. I mean, let's face it, Luffy let Sanji become his chef before, or wanted him to, told him to be, before he ever tasted or tried his food. So there was no worry or bearing as to the actual quality of what he brought. It was more just pure vibes. That's the only thing he's going off of, pure vibes. So, yeah, it was just nice to see Brook just having a period to adjust to the crew and just trying to figure it out. For everyone to basically work hard to give him the simple answer, which is you're thinking you have to be worthy to be our friend and be on the ship, but you being worthy and being our friend to be on the ship is why you're on the ship. You did that already. You did that part. Now you don't got to do that anymore. Now you just be you and do your thing. So, I mean, like, because, yeah, everybody, with any sort of friend relationship, like, you do make yourself useful in some way. And sometimes that's just pure companionship. But once you prove that, like, okay, this is why we're going to be friends, for whatever that reason may be, after that, it's just being you. You don't have to work extra hard past that point to prove or earn something. You already earned it. You already have it. At that point, the extra effort is just making it harder to maintain it because you're always in this scale of like competing with yourself to like be a better friend in a way that's not actually important to your friendship. Just be you. That's it. And it was nice to see Brooke have an adjustment period where that was the whole lesson, where, you know, listen, you're worried right now that like, what am I going to do to be useful? What am I going to do to be one of the crew? And it's like, we already found out why that is. You don't have to work for an extra reason. You don't have to make, you know, other people's days necessarily easier. You can and you will by doing what you do, which is playing music. So just play music. Just lift everyone's spirits, do your yo-ho-ho-hos, and just have a good time. So, yeah, I'll be ready for, that was 385 on Friday. Hopefully, I'm actually going to be on time because I've been a couple days behind the last few episodes. Actually, the last one, last Monday's episode was like, I recorded it on Thursday, so that one was like 3 days late. This one's only 1 day late, so that's a little better. It's a little better. And I actually could have watched this last night had I been a little better with my time. But, you know, sometimes I am not. So, till next time, y'all. Peace.